is with us in Houston, Texas. Hi, Win. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Thanks for taking my call. How are you?
Better than I deserve. How can we help?
Awesome. Hi. I'm a 25-year-old single guy. I grew up in Texas, went to college, got a master's in accounting. And then after college, I got a great job and moved to New York City for about a year when COVID hit, and I was a part of that group that, blessing in disguise, kind of escaped the city and migrated back to my parents, where I've been saving and working remotely and just saving, really. And so I don't have a lot of expenses, and I've put up about $45,000 in my 401k, in addition to kind of $23,000 just sitting in a bank account. And I'm looking to move back. And so my question is, what do I do with that extra money? Is it worth buying a rental property in somewhere like Houston where I can maybe one day move back and I can be making a little bit of rental income on the side? Or should I just park it in a IRA or mutual fund while I pay for rent in New York because I can't afford real estate in New York?
So you're going to be renting in New York, and you're wondering, should I buy some property for fun as a rental in Texas with this money?
Correct.
Use it as a down payment.
And then maybe move back into that property one day in 5-10 years.
Well, you may need a little more than that. I don't know you're in the Houston area?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, you're a young guy, and I feel like you're not sure where life's going to take you. I don't think rental property is a bad idea, and you may turn that into a primary residence one day. But I just think there's a lot of life ahead of you, and I don't know that, this is where you want to plant it right now with that chunk of change.
Yeah, two problems. One is you're getting ready to go into debt on the rental property, and two, it's going to be long-distance rental. So if I'm in your shoes, I'm not doing that for those two reasons. I'm just going to rent in New York for a little while and pile up cash, continue to pile up cash until you figure out what your long-term game plan is. Somehow, I don't think you're in New York City for 25 years.
Yeah, don't think you're there.
Yeah. And when you come back to Houston or back to wherever you choose to come, quote, back to, Texas, Tennessee, whatever it is, that is when you would buy in that market. And by then you'd have a really, really good pile of cash. You might even pay cash for your first house.
I'd love that.
If you did that. That's a possibility. But no, I would not own long-distance rental property, and I would not go in debt to do it. Two reasons to stay away from that. Sounds kind of cool, sounds kind of fun until the renter doesn't pay.